Hi everyone, this is David with Cartoon Fortress. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to stop by the channel. If you are a Criterion collector, then July is a great month. Not only do we have the July Barnes & Noble 50% off sale in full swing, but today, July 14th, 2020, also sees the release of one of the most highly anticipated, most sought-after box set collections yet to be released, and that is, of course, Bruce Lee, His Greatest Hits. Alright, so I was able to get my order in online for this. That was delivered today on release day. I put my order in on Amazon. I didn't go through Barnes & Noble or Criterion directly on this one. Originally, I was going to take my chances to get a set in store. Obviously, I just went another route with that, but at any rate, I'm happy to have this in my hands today. Now, full disclosure, the films of Bruce Lee is a blind spot for me in my film journey, if you will. So I'm really excited to jump into this collection. I'm going to be jumping in head first. I expect that I'll probably get through all 5 of these films over the next week or so. I'm that excited to get to these. And this particular box set includes 5 of his films. These are his major works, as the title of the box set says, his greatest hits. So we have 5 films. First we have The Big Boss, and then Fist of Fury, The Way of the Dragon, Enter the Dragon, and finally Game of Death. Now these films range from years 1971 to 1978 and come in at a total runtime of 506 minutes. So that averages out to about an hour and 30, an hour and 40 minutes per film. So there might even be I might even get this watched in 2 or 3 days. You sit through a couple of the movies at 3 hours. That's not too big of a commitment, especially when we have films like Until the End of the World that's something like 5 hours long. But and that is, of course, an exception. Not very many films in the collection that are that length. But just really excited to jump in on this. And what we'll go ahead and do is jump over to the other camera so that we can unbox this and show you what you can expect if this is a set that you'd like to pick up. I think Criterion has a package that's going to be really hard to resist, even if you already have these films in your collection from the other releases that have come and gone over the years. I think this is a really promising set and something that you should definitely consider. Alright, so here is the set from Criterion. Let's go ahead and give you a close-up look here. I love the very yellow color scheme used here in the artwork, and I really love the kind of the energy and motion in the artwork that they went for. It's just a very active looking piece here. So there is the spine with this. This is the interior box. There is the outer spine. And then let's go ahead and, sorry, the sticker that Amazon had applied there is kind of in the way, but if you want to, you can go ahead and read up on the intro to the films there. And as you can see, we have the years for the films and the runtime of 506 minutes. And I did also want to note that this box set as a whole is spine number 1036. So I don't believe that each of the individual films has their own individual spine number, but the set as a whole is spine number, again, 1036. There's a look at the supplements included. Obviously a lot to dive in here, which is great. That's something we've come to know and love with the releases from the Criterion Collection. Some definitely more than others, but supplements are always carefully chosen, which is great. Alright, so let's go ahead and take off the shrink wrap here. And I was happy to see that Amazon shipped this set in a box for me. I know that's not always the case. Sometimes a very flimsy envelope will be all that I get, but in this case I did get a nice box, and it was actually in a separate plastic sleeve or encasing as well. So we'll go ahead, and no artwork or anything on the inside of the box. We'll go ahead and set that aside and take a look at the continuation, very much a continuation of the artwork from the outside. So we have the same style here, and first let's open up and see the discs. Or actually first, so let's take a look at some more of the artwork here, and then before we take a look at the discs, let's take a look at the pull out, we'll call this a magazine of sorts. This is really cool. So we have Bruce Lee obviously on the cover here, and I believe the outfit here is from Game of Death, I want to say. Again, not having seen the films or being any kind of an authority on the subject of Bruce Lee, I'm guessing, but I think that's from Game of Death, but definitely correct me in the comments down below if I'm wrong on that. So here we have a full color poster inside, and then here's a list of the films included, and then some more images there. Here on the back we have another image of Mr. Lee, and then let's take a quick look in here. So we have the films, Water and Vessel, the Kung Fu movies of Bruce Lee by Jeff Chang, and then finally some notes on the restoration. So this is really, really cool. I love stuff like this. I love it when Criterion gets creative with the inside pamphlet or book. There's some great examples of that in the collection where they kind of break outside of the normal booklet presentation and give us something really interesting to look at. And this is definitely the case here. So here we have posters of the films in the set. And here is a centerfold. Very cool. And here is the essay that was spoken of earlier, Water and Vessel, the Kung Fu movies of Bruce Lee. Really looking forward to reading through this. I'm definitely going to watch the films first, and then I'll follow up with the supplements, and then what looks to be a very engaging read here. So here we have some notes about the restorations, some special thanks and acknowledgments, production credits, and then we have a cool advertisement here, just in case you want to become a master in the ancient art of Kung Fu. A free brochure can be yours if you fill the form out here. I'm guessing that won't happen if I fill out the form, so I'll go ahead and just keep that intact there. But yeah, there's the insert or the booklet, whatever you want to call it, magazine. Very fun. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this up now all the way here. Try and get this in frame as best I can. So you see here we have 2, 4, 6, and then 7 is just by itself. So let's move this over here and we'll focus in on this first section. So the first disc we have, and here's the disc art. Really great font choice and just very bold. I really like the graphic design here. So we have from 1971, The Big Boss. From 1972, and this is disc 2. From 1972, we have Fist of Fury. And then as you can see here, we have this design behind the discs. I'm not sure if they make up a I don't think it's anything that makes up any kind of complete picture or anything like that, but still something to note that we have that interesting design behind the discs. Next up, we have disc 3, which is The Way of the Dragon from 1972. Here we have disc 4 from 1973, Enter the Dragon. Probably the most well-known of Bruce Lee's films. But really, there's not one film in here that I'm not completely overwhelmed and excited to watch. Here we have disc 5 from 1978, Game of Death. All right, and then we have disc 6. So we have actually 2 discs of supplements. Disc 6. Put these back there. And then also disc 7 here is supplements. So it's great to see that the supplements are spanning over a couple of discs. So there's going to be a lot to get into. And I'm interested to see if there indeed is just absolutely nothing with the previous discs, but just the film itself, or if they package that with anything else. But either way, we do have 2 full discs of supplements, which is great. Okay, so that all folds. Oh, in fact, let's go ahead and we're gonna hopefully, without messing anything up here, flip this over. So there we go. That's the money maker right there. That's the money shot. Wow, that is really awesome. So again, just very energetic art. I love it. Absolutely love it. All right, and then one final look at the discs here. We'll go ahead and put the included magazine back in there. And then all of this, of course, goes nicely back in the box for a nice package here. So this is Bruce Lee, his greatest hits from the Criterion Collection. All right, everybody, as always, I want to thank you for stopping by the channel and taking time again out of your day to come and watch this video. I do invite you to comment down below and let me know if you'll be picking up this set. Also, feel free to let me know if there's any other titles that you've picked up over the course of the sale. I know today, July 14th, we're only a few days in on the sale. It does go through until August 2nd, so we still have multiple weeks left, but definitely let me know what you've picked up during the sale, or if there's titles that you're anticipating picking up over the next couple of weeks. And if you're interested, I do have other social media platforms that I'm on. Instagram and also Letterboxd are the 2 other platforms that I'm active on. Just search Cartoon Fortress and you'll find me there. I'd love to have you comment and let me know if you have any questions about the channel. But if this is something that you have found helpful or insightful or enjoyable in any way, I definitely invite you to hit the subscribe button and also the like button and the bell icon. That will hopefully, I know this is kind of hit or miss, it seems like, but clicking the bell icon will notify you when I upload new content, so that you can come back for more. And as always, thank you very much, and until next time, this is David signing off with Cartoon Fortress, and I hope you have a wonderful day.